Welcome, folks, to another episode of No Bones About It. Body, let the beard grow back in. Yeah, got to keep up with the guests I got coming on the what's next week, 17th to 24th at 6 o'clock. I will have, I can't pronounce his name, Phil Fil Cross of Bearded Cigars on the show on the 17th. No, 17th to 24th. 24th. I'll put it out there. I thought it was the 17th, the 24th, but I wrote the 17th. I have to double check now. Confuse myself. It was a last minute thing this afternoon. But he's the maker of Bearded Cigars. So anyway, how was everybody's Mother's Day? We got to turn that off. Who do we got out here today? Let's see. We got Jason's on, Kerr's on, Caitlin's on. Can everybody hear me? Mother's Day was good. Took her out to eat at Salute's, and she went out with the girls on the golf cart. We drove around downtown while I got to sit at the cigar shop. I was ready to go home, though. Waiting for her to call me, and then she pulls up and says, well, Jen's going to give me a ride home. Could have told me 2 hours ago. I could have been home. But anyway, I'm smoking, and it looks a little funny. And I know Kerr knows what these are because Kerr has had them. This is the Caffeine 1901 Calibre. Comes in 3 of them all twisted together. Phenomenal smoke, I think. Jason, beat your margaritas. It's always 5 o'clock somewhere all the time. Got a friend that just got a box of these, couple boxes of these today, and he's just going to get ready to open them up. But I got my caffeine delivery today, too. I got a bundle of Nakeds and a box of my favorite all-time cigar, the Sumatras. I'm getting ready to buy my V35s when the new stuff comes out, right, Kerr? Let's see. Tim Tebow signs a 1-year contract with the Jacksonville Jaguars to play tight end. Oh, look at that. As soon as I said it came up on ESPN, look at that. He hasn't been on the football field he graduated in 2009. He played, a couple years? So he had been on the field in at least, 4 or 5 years. Easy. 4, 5, 6 years. But I always said he should have went in as a tight end, man. Oh, working on the boxes, Kurt. Need to sign one for the wall, like we said. I take some of those up. Oh, I can't wait to try ones. Those new ones look fantastic. Let's see. So Tebow's going to the Jaguars for 1 year, which is going to help because UMS needs somebody to throw the ball to, and that is the ugly man syndrome. Oh, Kerr's new stuff will be out in new boxes around mid-June, maybe. The folks that are waiting on those. I read an article today. I go back and forth. It don't matter. But Bryson DeChambeau, the golfer, thought he missed the cut this weekend to the Wells Fargo Championship. Well, apparently he didn't, and he had left. So as soon as he found out, he had to turn right around and fly back. But he won $228,000. I would have flew all over the place for 220. And believe me, I hate flying. I really do. Hold on, it's bugging me now, man. That the date on Phil Kress. He will be the 17th. Next Monday. I got to do some research on him. So yeah, he took 8th place after he flew back. But who leaves thinking they didn't make the cut and ends up going back? I don't get it. Marty Richardson, how are you? You should be getting your stuff soon, sir. Oh, and folks, Marty's on the line. He won a couple weeks before. We've got the sponsor, Louis from Smoke Green 72 in Merritt Beach, Long Island. 321-453-1422, 925 Courtney Parkway. He was under the weather. He had come down with COVID. Kerr, I have coming on Phil. What did I do with his name? Phil Crass. Phil Crass. I think that's how I pronounce it. Kras. From Bearded Cigars. I'll do some research and I'll let you know for sure. I heard of him before. Ray got him all set up. I'm kind of looking forward to it. And I'll bring Kerr back on if he's up for it before his release of his new stuff. Then talk it up. I'll talk it up at the, well, no, it'll already be 2 months after, but on the, remember, the 14th of August, if you're not going to any barn smokers, you can pick yourself up and go to Indiana to Drink the Creek. The BCA is having an event there. Oh, and what came on TV as I'm talking to you, I'll get back into that. It was one of my topics, was the Derby winner, Medina Spirit, failed the after drug test. Okay. I don't know how that's possible, because you would think I don't know, they're still letting the horse run in the Preakness, according to what they just said. They said, but the trainer's not going to be there. Bob Baffert won't be there, but I don't understand how they could still let the horse run. But anyway, the trainer's like, no, that's not possible. We didn't do anything. Well, you know, you get that kind of money in the horses. Those things are that valuable. I have a hard time believing anybody was even able to get close to that horse and do anything to it. I don't buy it. You can't tell me that the trainer didn't know what was going on. There's too much money riding on that stuff. I got to do more research on that, 'cause I don't know how the horse. It's Medina Spirit set for Preakness without trainer. That tells me the horse is running in the Preakness, but how's that possible if it turned up positive? Maybe if the horse tests negative by the time the race, they'll let it go. I'm not. What's up, Jabones? Mr. Chambers. Folks, last week's prize, the hats and the ashtray, which Kerr's upset he didn't get an ashtray yet. I haven't mailed the box yet. Was Nick from Cigar Clowns. He should have that today. Matter of fact, I think it's getting delivered today. I don't like holding on my stuff. I like to get it out and get it out of the way, because if I forget about it, we get busy. I got so much shit going on at work. It's crazy. Makes you want to retire. Oh wait, I'm eligible. What should I do? Should I stay or should I go, folks? Great song. Speaking of songs, I read an article today about Alice Cooper. And if you guys don't know it, I'm not sure if, I would assume everybody on here is old enough to know about Alice Cooper, except for maybe Caitlin. I'm pretty sure she knows who Alice Cooper is. Caitlin, you know who Alice Cooper is? Anyway, he says he can guarantee you 3 things if you join his band. 3 things. And I was just like, I figured money was one, but he said, I will guarantee you getting paid, which I was right on the money part. I guarantee you will see the world, which is pretty cool. And I kind of laughed at the third one. The third one was, you'll get stitches. So he said everybody in that band has gotten stitches on stage. Somehow, some way, they've ended up with stitches, which I thought was pretty funny. Really, really fucking funny. I saw a brief thing today on Drew Estates. Guys, I don't follow the big guys a lot. I do. I sign up for this stuff. You get this stuff. But they're having an event in town. I got to read up on it. Facebook user. If you can sign out and go down below, when you sign back in, it'll tell you what to click on so StreamYards can see your name, because I have no idea who you are. So anyway, Drew Estates is having an event I can't remember when it's June or July, or maybe even later, but it's in Texas. Lead singer of the band you can't think of. The band is called Alice Cooper. Caitlin, you were right. You're partially right. Actually, I'll give you 100% on that one. How's this? How's this? What? I'm not sure. I don't know who I'm talking to. You need to log out of the show, and when you click back on the link, click on the right below where it says click here to let StreamYard show your name. So, our governor today, in the state of Mississippi, said they are no longer going to take government assistance when it comes to unemployment. He said, "Get your ass back to work." What's up, Tyler? Oh, Nick, much better. You do this every week. You get your box, and so the governor basically said in Mississippi, like every other governor in Florida and everywhere else, is saying, get your asses back to work. No more unemployment. Go to work. A lot of folks had problems throughout this whole thing. I was lucky enough to work through the whole thing, so I never had to collect unemployment, be out of work. I actually got to save money because we stopped going out. We got a lot of stuff done around the house, a lot of stuff, which we have to do again because it's been over a year now since we did that stuff. But we'll see. We'll see how people take to that. I think we need to get back. I think everybody needs to get back to work. It's not like. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate that. You got to work. You can't expect the government to pay for everything. I mean, that's what the government wants you to believe. They want us to believe that they'll pay for everything, and they won't. They can't. They got to take care of infrastructure. They got to take care of bridges, streets, roads, everything. We were talking about it at work today in the staff meeting, and when they cut the budget, the federal budget. There's only two places to get money from. The Democrats on the left are not going to cut entitlements at all. Not going to cut entitlements. So therefore, there's only two places you're going to take it from: the military and/or items that the government buys. I'm all for that. You can cut spending. You cut spending, but don't cut the military. I'm not saying that just because I work for the military. But we need the military. I don't want to end up in China. I don't want to end up whatever. Don't cut the military. Speaking of China, I got one thing on here. Where's it at? The WHO, World Health Organization, authorizes China or authorizes the vaccine created by Sanofi, I can't even pronounce that, out of China. You make it, we'll cure it, is what it is. So now China's going to have a vaccine out there. I wouldn't take one from them. You're lucky I took one from us. I'm not taking one from the ones that created this whole freaking mess. Now, you want to give it to your own people? Go right ahead. Have at it. And why would the WHO have to authorize that? I'm telling you one thing. You'd be a fool if you took that Chinese vaccine. Not going to happen. I'm sorry. Whether politically correct or not, I'm with Mr. Trump. That's a China virus. It is what it is. And like I said, we already talked about state stopping unemployment. And another thing that's happening, and I guess I understand this. I don't understand this. But now the first time around when this whole thing started, we had a shortage of toilet paper. And I can understand that because people were hoarding toilet paper. For whatever reason, I don't know. But they were hoarding toilet paper. Maybe they were afraid they weren't going to get out again. And I don't know. But anyway, Now they say there's a shortage of, oh, get this, chicken, lumber. Oh, let me put it, you know what? I should put this in front of me so I'm not always looking down, I'm looking out. Chicken, lumber, microchips, gas, steel, chlorine, and ketchup packets. Ketchup packets. Well, if any places like the place we go to, oh, I don't go to that much anymore because I just don't eat bread and that stuff anymore. But if you go to these fast food places, whatnot, I know the place next to us, it's called the Poor Boy Express. They'll give you want ketchup? Yes, they do. They put a whole handful of packets in there. I mean, 10, 12 packets. That's a lot of ketchup. Nobody needs that much ketchup. But I don't know why they throw that much crap in there, because then they create shortages. Who knows? One of the greatest sports legends ever. The older folks might agree with me. They might not. I don't know. But I think I consider him the GOAT. Okay, Tom Brady is a GOAT for football. Michael Jordan's a GOAT for hockey. I mean, for basketball. But to me, Gretzky is not only the GOAT for hockey, but he's the GOAT for all sports. He was just phenomenal. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it for me. If I had to pick one GOAT out of all sports, it's Wayne Gretzky. I like somebody said the other night, we were watching something in the shop, and Mav, my partner on Tuesday nights, said one of his friends put something out there that said the most overrated band of all time, and they had people putting their stuff out there. And the guy said, before you answer, I'm going to tell you what mine is. He said the most underrated band for him of all time is Led Zeppelin. We all kind of shook our heads like this, like, no way is Led Zeppelin the most overrated band of all time. That's crazy. Marty, he was just fun to watch. He's that good. And he's coming out of retirement. In not so many words, not to play hockey, but he's signing with ESPN to be an announcer. $2 million a year. Fictional athlete of all time, Mike Dominique. I have to agree with you on that. When are you going to call me to play some golf, dude? You got to take a day off. I'm tired of staying home. I can't go on Mondays with the guys from the shop, Russ and them, because I got to work Mondays and then I come here. I mean, I can get off early, but then we're never done by 5:30, so I can come home in time to do this and entertain you guys. But let me know this weekend. I know it's supposed to rain like the next 3 days. Mike, that actually is a good answer. Al Bundy, the greatest athlete of all time. Fictional, I buy. We already talked about that. So I give you more info on my guest next week. I'll put something out there. What's tomorrow? Tuesday. I had to think about that. It's Monday, right? Excuse me. Also a weekend. And I work on Monday. I come here. I do talking to you guys on Monday. So how do I not know it's Monday? Oh, off all next week. Oh, you gotta let me know. I could take a couple days off. We can play every day. Or we just go out early and I'll play and then I'll go to work. But yeah, if you want to join the membership, there's a membership. The base golf course at Keystone Air Force pays $600 a year. $600 for all the golf you can play. Just got to pay for a cart or a pool cart. I'll be playing for a cart every time, so I'm not walking. Well, I would walk if I had a pull cart. I would do that, but I cannot carry my clubs anymore. My back is just too bad. And I take 400 milligrams of Motrin before I play golf and 800 after, so I can move around, because I won't be able to move afterwards. But this is the only thing I can do anymore. I can't do anything else. Mikey, I'm going to the shop after the show. I got to go pick up some stuff real quick. If you want to go down there for one, or I'll work from. I can work a half a day from there next week. But so I haven't said much about Pelosi and Schumer and all those guys. I try to stay away from the politics anymore because I lost friends and stuff over it because they just felt that they couldn't come to the shop without defending their political opinion. And we talked about it last night, and we talk in the shop and we back and forth political. We talk church and state, whatever, sex, cigars, politics, church, whatever. We talk about anything. So the biggest thing is you have a discussion and you go about your business when you're done. I have no problems with a person that wants to voice their opinion. You're not going to sway my opinion. You could try to, but I'm not going to hold that against you. I'm not going to stop talking to you because we talk. I never try to sway anybody's opinion. That's your opinion. This is my opinion. I don't know why some people voted the way they voted because now we're paying for it or they're paying for it. So we're just going to sit back and watch. And when they start bitching and complaining, which they've already been doing, we're going to say, listen, you wanted this, you got it. We didn't vote for this. But anyway, so Pelosi posted on Twitter this week a happy birthday to Willie Mays. And now I'm partially done. So she posted that about Willie Mays, happy birthday. Now she's saying her aides put it out there. You're 100% correct, Caitlin. So she's saying her aides put it out there, her staff. They put the picture with Pelosi saying happy birthday, Willie Mays, and the picture is Willie McCovey. I'm sorry. How could you make a difference like that? They don't look anything alike. Unbelievable, people. And she's running the country because Joe ain't running it. He doesn't know what's going on. I work for him. I have to support him. Well, I don't have to support him. I just have to do my job the way I'm doing it. And it is what it is. Same team. What are we talking about, Mike? I'm not sure, Mike. I'm not sure what you're talking about. So I don't know about you guys, but I had a friend. I'm not much into the stock market and that kind of stuff, but I got a Robinhood account, probably like everybody else. But I was at Orange Beach visiting a friend a couple of weeks back, and he said, "You got to get into this. You got to get into this." Oh yeah, but not. I know what you mean now, Mike. Same team, but not. They don't look anything alike. She is a fool, Caitlin. So anyway, so he kept on looking at his phone. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm checking my Robinhood account." I said, "Dude, you're on there like every freaking 5 minutes." He goes, "Well, it's going up and up." So he invested in this thing called VeChain. Trades on the VET, but it's VeChain. It's basically you're basically investing in a company that is creating RFID chips and stuff to put on companies' supplies and stuff and keep track of this stuff wherever it is all over the world. Great. He got in, and some other guys got in for less than a penny, less than a half a penny. One of them's got like 600,000 shares. Okay. It went up to as high as 27. 27. I got in at 7 cents. And he keeps on apologizing. I said, "Don't apologize for not telling me sooner." I said, I got in. I got in. I'm up like, let's see. Robinhood. I am up. No, wrong one. I got to buy finance. I am up $1,700 in a month. It's 20 cents a share now. I got it for $7. When it was going up and up that night, I was like, oh, go up, go up, go up. That ever hits $5, I'm done, I'm gone, I'm out of the way. I'll take my 60 grand. I'll move on. But then you get the old hype on the Dogecoin. I was like, come on, people. So I said, oh, what the hell? You know, I bought some Dogecoin at, I think I got it 17 cents. And it's up to 65 at one point, 69 last week. I figured it was going to go up a little bit higher when Elon Musk got on SNL. And those of you ever watched SNL, you gotta watch this episode. You gotta watch this episode. Elon Musk was flipping hilarious, and I'm going. He actually came out, mentioned Dogecoin, which made it drop, but he is high functioning Asperger's. I did not know that until this weekend. But some of the stuff he does makes sense now. It really does. I mean, nothing bad at all. He's one of the smartest men in the freaking world. I mean, would I pay $700 a share for Tesla Plus? No. Would I pay $57,000 for a share of Bitcoin? Oh, hell no. That stuff, the V chain I'm in with the supply chain, the product, that kind of makes sense to me. The Bitcoin makes absolutely no sense to me. I don't understand it. There's so many coins out there that get mined by people buying them, and it's got to slow down sooner or later. Because who the hell's? I read off the day, it says they look like it's going to go up to somewhere in the future around like $200,000. I'm like, no, there's nothing backing it. Was not backing the U.S. dollar either, but I just don't know. But Dogecoin's actually pretty good. Now, this is going to piss off a lot of football fans, but guess what? Football season's coming. I'm getting tickets for a game. I don't know when. Things are open. We're going to Florida. We're going to go see Florida State play. I want tickets for a big game. I don't care. I'll take that 5-hour drive to Tallahassee, 6-hour drive, spend the weekend, enjoy myself, go to cigar shops there and everything, and go. But Florida State had the number 1 recruiting class in the ACC this year. Well, Caitlin, there were people saying that he announced it before, but why he went public with it on Saturday Night Live, I don't know. Maybe in an article somewhere or something. But I mean, it all makes sense. LSU had the number 1 in the SEC, Mike. Good, because we got to play. Well, I think we are. Aren't you guys on the books? I think next year, 23, 24, 22, 23, something like that. I think we got LSU or we got Alabama, one of those two. But we're going to come back this year. We're going to have a good year this year. I'm tired of being in the doghouse. People laughing at the shop and this and I don't know what they're laughing at. Because the only team that plays any good around here is Alabama. LSU didn't have a good season. I called that one. They're all on Elijah Wan, or whatever his name is, the coach. I said, he stepped into that championship. He stepped into it. He ain't going to do anything, and he did nothing last year. Oh, Mikey, that's going to be a good one. We all got to go both places, man. That's a road trip to FSU and a road trip to Baton Rouge. I'll spend the night in Baton Rouge. I'll be a Cajun for a weekend. But, yeah, it's going to be a good football season. My Giants drafted well. They picked up Tony out of Florida, which gives Mr. Jones somebody good to throw to. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see. What else we got? I want my man Ray from Cigar Enthusiast. And you are watching No Bones About It. House Gas. House Gas, I don't know who you are, man. Throw me some initials. That name don't ring a bell. Oh, cut it out. Lost starters, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. A good coach can make up with that. He didn't do it. He's not that good of a coach. He had too many good players to not be able to do anything. Anyway, you're watching No Bones About It on the Cigar Enthusiast Network on Monday nights, 6 o'clock Central. Michelle is going to be starting doing her shows. These cigars running somewhat up areas. I don't know. I can. No, Caitlin, the CWS does not start until 17 June. They're just starting. Florida State's going to be there. Mississippi State looks good. A lot of good-looking schools this year, but yeah, that's June. I'd love to make a trip back for that. Maybe next year we'll do that. Because Mom doesn't know if she's going to Australia this year because of the COVID still, and she's not going to quarantine if she goes over there. So if they keep that in, but I need Ray. If Ray is listening, I need Ray. Ray has got a new national sales manager and marketing for Tarazona Cigars. Ray is a Tarazona cigar rep in Florida, and he is killing it. Killing it. He's got 33% of their sales in the month of April. He's doing great. I had a good sale this weekend. I want to welcome Past Cigars and Cliff Williamson from Past Cigars, the new owner in Pass Christian, Mississippi. He's now carrying Karen Berger and Don Kiki cigars. So go there if you make it. If you're out around that area, go ahead on in. Yes, they are having it, Caitlin. Absolutely having it this year. Everything is on. Everything should have been on last year. Well, I can maybe understand it last year a little bit, but everything is up and open this year. What I don't understand, though, when it comes to opening, we watch the fights all the time at the shop. Not this Saturday, but the Saturday before. I am not Michael C. I still don't understand. Cooper? Stump? Caldwell, Michael Caldwell. So anyway, I forgot where I was at. College World Series. It's 17th. They are having it. But the UFC, not this week, but the week before. Well, this week we watched the Bellator fights, and there was nobody there. No guests, no fans, nothing. But the week before, the UFC was open in Jacksonville, Florida, and there were 15,000 people, wide open, no masks, no nothing. I do believe there was something out there. Did we go about it right? I don't know. I'm not an expert by any means, but I would have done it a little different. I think Australia did it right. Our daughter-in-law lives in Australia with our son, and before he got there, we talked to Mike Pritchard on the BCA Herfs all the time, and he said when that hit Australia, they shut everything down. No in or out, nothing, no traveling within provinces. I think I'm not sure, is it provinces or states or whatever they call them over there. It's like our states, and no traveling in between, and definitely nobody coming in and out. So they cut that out. Boom, everything stopped, all travel. And they quarantined everybody for the first month. You can only go out and get food and necessities. That's it, back to the house. But they paid everybody's salary, was my understanding, for that month. So you didn't lose anything. Unlike our folks that are still on unemployment, they need to stop, need to get back to work. So that took care of it. And they got very, very few to no cases in Australia. Now they opened up travel between Australia and New Zealand. I believe you can go from state to state within Australia now, but they also allowed New Zealand, which is a little bit south of New Zealand and just as pretty, but it doesn't have the spiders and snakes and venomous animals that Australia has. Spiders are huge, man. My son hates them. I hate spiders. I hate snakes. But only got a couple things else. So Tarazona Cigars, yeah, I like to have him on the show, the new VP and Ray, and we might do that. He needs to get his ass on his own show. I didn't say that out loud. Yeah, I did. Anybody got any questions, anything? I'll answer anything. Literally any, well, just about anything. But one of the biggest things I read this weekend, there's actually a defense lawyer, a criminal lawyer. I don't know everything. I don't know nothing. I still don't know who you are, house guest. But anyway, I got to know who you are if you want me to put your name on the wheel for this week's prize. I got a 3-pack going. It's going to be a surprise. Not telling you what. Might throw something else in there too. So where the hell was I? Oh, so there's a criminal lawyer that is claiming, and he's saying he's claiming this because he used to go to this golf course all the time. Caldwell. That's what I thought, Mike. Thank you for coming on. And he claims to have gone to this golf course all the time in Savannah, Georgia. And he said the boys from up in Michigan, Detroit, New York, Chicago, you know what boys I'm talking about, used to go down to Savannah, Georgia, to this specific golf course. I didn't write the name down because I didn't want to do it. What do I want for Father's Day, Caitlin? I don't need anything. I want you to be down here to visit. But you'll be here for my birthday in July. I'm turning 60, 31 July, folks, and my daughter's coming down to visit. Woohoo! I can't wait. Skype is good. FaceTime is good, but it's not like having them right there. But anyway, I want my humidor to come in, Caitlin, is what I want. They tell me, oh, that's a whole nother story, folks. I'll tell you in a second. So he's claiming that one time when he was playing around the golf there, all these guys are just, guys are a little crude on the golf course. They whip it out and pee wherever they got to pee. So he said, all these guys are just peeing in this one specific spot. And he asked one guy, he goes, because he wrote this is a newspaper article, he goes, I'll tell you something, but you can't tell anybody. He goes, that's where they buried Jimmy Hoffa. Okay, sure. So what he's claiming is, he goes, they couldn't keep him up. He left the diner in Detroit. They couldn't keep him up there. They couldn't take him anywhere. So they flew him down in a Beechcraft. So they couldn't fly. So they flew him down in a Beechcraft down in Savannah and buried him in the golf course in the middle of the night. I do have a hard time believing that, folks. If it was nowadays, I would assume no, he's not there. They either put him in a barrel somewhere, they put him in a bayou, or they did whatever. But by no means, I don't know. I can't say by no means. I just don't have a clue. The rumor for me growing up was always the fact that Jimmy Hoffa was buried in the end zone at Giant Stadium, because that's about time they built in the Meadowlands. I don't know. It'd be pretty interesting in this lifetime to find out what happened to him. Jimmy Hoffa lives in Van Cleef, Mississippi. Oh my God! Oh, that's like Sam Hill. That's like Sam Hill from Goodfellas, or Hill. What's his name from Goodfellas, going to Arizona and living in the suburbs, or Sammy the Bull. They basically come on. That's funny, Mike. That was a good one. Jimmy Hoffa's in Van Cleef. It wouldn't surprise me being one of those trailers, man. Get Geraldo out there? No, because the last time they got Geraldo out there to reveal something, there was nothing there. Nothing in Al Capone's vault. Not a dang thing. We all watched that on TV. You guys got me till the smoke is done. I'm not gonna light up another one tonight. Not here anyway. I got to run up to the shop quick and pick something up. I left something there. Oh, speaking of missing something, guys, I was working on the yard a couple weeks ago, and I had my earbud, my iPhone, my AirPod Pros in. Best set of earbuds I ever had. Best set. Noise canceling, simply fantastic. Well, I was working on a deck, and I wanted to listen to the big speaker. I got a speaker off of Santana's website at Christmas for like $60. It was like a $200 speaker. I got it for $60. And it sounds great. So I went to turn it on, and it wasn't Bluetooth. I couldn't figure out what was. Oh, wait a minute. I had my earbuds, so I had to take those out so it would free up the phone. And I put them in my back pocket. I haven't seen them since. I checked every pair of shorts, pants, jackets, everything, and I can't find them anywhere, man. I think I might have left them at the shop on a table, and I don't know. I just don't know. I will eventually get another pair, but it can't be anytime soon. The wife won't let me. That's something she's putting her foot down with. But I just told her I'll take hers. I bought her a brand new pair of JBLs for her birthday at Best Buy, and she never uses them. She uses the cheap ones that come with the phone for some reason. I don't know why. But she looked at me and said, "You're not using mine." But so I called up. I ordered a humidor from First Class Humidors. I'll put the name out there. First Class Humidor. And they come recommended. It was a nice humidor. It was on sale for like, I can't even remember, $700 something or whatever it was. And normally like $1,300. And I ordered it on the 14th of March. At that time, it said, and my email got back and forth. He said, with delivery, it'll be here around the first, second week of April. I said, okay, I can deal with that. That's no problem. First, second week in April, come and go. I don't hear from the company. They don't send you to say a weekly update to let you know what's going on or anything like that. Yeah, I'm a little upset. So I called last week, but I called a couple weeks before that and said, hey, just checking on the status of order number, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Oh, let me go check. Go to the doc, come back and say, the guy say, it's delayed, but let me check. We're looking at the end of May now. I said, really? I said, okay. She looks at my notes. She goes, well, we have a note in here that we spoke to you on the 12th of March and told you it was back ordered. I'm like, all right, a couple things. First off, I didn't order it and pay for it till the 14th of March. So there's something wrong there. Maybe they typed the date in wrong. I don't know. I told her later. Then I started getting upset with her because she started saying this. And I said, plus, if you told me it's going to be back ordered till the end of May, I would have ordered something else. Because I got all my stuff. I'm getting more and more stuff in from Karen Berger, the stuff I'm trying to sell for them and push for them. And I'm running out of Tupperware. And I didn't want to get new Tupperware because the wife said, well, stop it with the Tupperware. Just get a humidor. Okay, so I got one of those 2,000 cigars. More than enough for my stuff and whatever stuff I got from whatever company, whether it's GTO, Karen Berger, Stogie Rhodes, Rockefeller, any one of those, So she said, well, sir, due to COVID, I said, don't give me, and I dropped the F-bomb, don't give me that shit, COVID. I don't want to hear it. What do you mean? I said, no. I said, if you told me it was COVID last year, over a year ago, I would have bought that. I definitely would have bought that over a year ago. But you're claiming COVID now, a year later? I'm not buying it. It's not COVID. It's not COVID. No. I even told her, I said, if you said it was the Suez Canal, right now, Mike, I'm smoking. Let me finish this real quick. Oh, Marty, that Karen Berger Maduro is fantastic. The Connecticut that got a 91, I believe, in Cigar Journal. The Connecticut got a 93, and the Don Kiki Silver and Platinum that come in those Yuma packs are flipping fantastic too. Very tasty. But so I said, if it was the Canal, I could have bought that this year. So I said, all right. I said, but if I want to get my money back, it takes 6 to 8 weeks to get my money back, right? I said, well, you got to. I said, no. You took it in as soon as I hit order. You took my money right out of my bank account. It wasn't there. Not 5 minutes, it was gone. It takes me 4 to 6 weeks to get my money back. Don't give me that crap. Now you're talking to a cynical New Yorker when it comes to all that crap. But anyway, so I called again last week. I got the same lady. I know I got the same lady. Same voice, everything. So went through the whole thing again. Said, let me go check. Come back. Oh, the boss said it's going to be another 2 weeks. It's going to be like second week of June. I said, what? Why do every time I call, it goes back another 2-3 weeks? It's nothing to do with the containers. I said, listen, stop. You got to talk to your boss and tell him he needs to. Are you guys just taking all these orders, getting them paid for, and then having them made? I can buy that too. But that's not what you said. You guys make it look like they're readily available, and it shouldn't take 2 months to get a humidor in. It shouldn't. If I don't get it by June, I'm going to call back. I want my money back. And unless you want to give me a good deal on something you haven't stocked, but I wanted that one. It comes with a Oasis 3.0 humidifier and everything. Mike, I'm currently smoking, and you can't really tell anymore. It's a little odd shaped. It always ends up all crooked, like, whatever. It's a Caffey 1901 Calibra. It comes with 3 little cigars all twisted together. You take the ribbons off, and you smoke them one at a time. Super tasty, fantastic. Love them. Got 2 more boxes in. And they only come one to a box. They're little coffins. But you can go on boutiquesmoke.com and order the Calibres. They're fantastic. I believe he has Karen Berger on there too. If not, Marty, let me know of a shop that's by you, and I'll have Bruce or somebody in that area call them. Go see them. Maybe get them in there. Because Karen Berger is going to be in this week's prize, and we'll see who wins. Oh, wait, I let that spell. Not all 3 Karen Berger, but 3 of my favorites I'm putting in there. So, Mike, smoking that. My favorite rapper, San Andreas. I'm very tasty. I love Caffey's Sumatra. Rockefeller has an Indonesian wrapper, which is really, really good. But my favorite is San Andreas wrapper. But my favorite all-time cigar, up and down, my go-to is the Caffey 1901 Sumatra. I just simply love it. It's hard for me to describe. I'm not a reviewer by any means. I know one or two things. Either I like a cigar or it sucks for me. Absolutely. It's like when we went to Costco around Christmas time. Isn't it, Mike? Rockefeller is a solid smoke. I got a box of the Art of Magic. Box, I think 135, number 135, signed by Jesse. Jesse's fantastic. His artwork is phenomenal. But we went to Costco probably the week before Christmas. I had gotten a Traeger grill, smoker, pellet grill that my son had given us when he moved to Australia. And it's a small one of the small ones. Loved it so much, I wanted a bigger one. So they happened to have, one time we went to Costco, the Traeger guy was there. Looked at the big ones, beautiful. He threw in the cover, the extra shelf, the outside shelf, a bag of pellets. I think it was 3 containers of the chicken spike, the chicken rub, some of the aluminum foil drip pan covers and the aluminum foil buckets that go in the bucket. Got that, and he said 4 to 6 weeks. It's coming from Atlanta. When they get the order, it'll be shipping it from Atlanta, UPS. You get a call by UPS, it'll come on a pallet. And sure enough, man, it was about 4.5 weeks. It showed up. The guy got the pallet off the truck, wheeled it right into the garage, and they put it together that night. It took about 2 hours. When he said, I said, how long is it going to take together? He said, it'll take you about an hour to put it together. About 12 screws. Yeah, there might be 12 screws, but it took a hell of a lot longer than an hour with one person doing it. Okay, once or twice I had to have the wife come out and hold one end up or something, but it is what it is. So this week, I think it starts tomorrow, is the TPE in Vegas. I don't know if anybody here is going. I know Ray the cigar enthusiast is going. Jimmy's already out there. Kevin Schweitzer from Rockefeller was driving out there from New York. That's a long drive. I'm debating whether I'm going to. I know I'm going. I already got my tickets, my VIP ticket to go to the BCA event in Indiana on the 14th of August. Guys, it's going to be phenomenal. Strictly go on the website. I could put the link out there, and you can see the venue, all the BCA, not all of them, but a lot of BCA vendors are going to be there. Cigar Medics is going to be there. Karen Berger is going to be there. Just going to be a ton of folks. It's got it's a 2-day event, mostly one day on Saturday. A 2-day event. The Friday is for VIPs. The VIP gets a catered dinner. There's 100 VIP tickets, and I assume the manufacturers will be there. That's pretty safe to assume. But 100 VIP ticket holders are going to be there. Catered dinner, open bar. He said about 40 boxes of cigars open. Well, everybody's cigars. All manufacturers going to have 1 or 2 boxes of cigars here. And I am VIP, Caitlin. I pay to be VIP, but I am VIP. It's going to have a media tent too for us, for the assholes and Great Lakes Smoke Show boys, Ronnie, Bob, cousin Frank, and Kyle are going to be there broadcasting live. I'm going to talk to them about maybe we get some time in with them, but I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm still debating whether to fly or drive. It's a 700-something mile drive. I just don't know how many bridges I'd have to cross going there. I'm a semi-bridge person, but you get those big bridges across canyons and stuff. I'm not too thrilled about that. I have to do about 20 miles an hour going across. I'm just a real, you know what, when it comes to. Oh, no problem, Mike. Phone. I hate doing it on the phones. I'm doing this on my laptop. I hope to. I'm going to mess with the. I got to figure out. I want to get the. I got to get the skull in there more. So I have to move the table that way and sit to the side so you guys can see the skull. Yes, Caitlin, I have tried a Kentucky Fried Curie Genuine Muat. I like them. They're good with a cup of coffee. If Bill likes that, well, they come in long skinny, but they're also come in the Robusto. I've never seen it. I've never had. No, I have had it in the Lancero, I think. But the short ones are better. I think the Lanceros are more tastier because it's more, to me, guys, it's a concise, it's tighter wrap, thinner wrap. But, oh, look at that. It's almost time. You guys have been great tonight, man. Lots of questions. I enjoy it. I love when you guys come on. I appreciate the support. It's hard to do by yourself when you don't have a guest, when you're talking back and forth with somebody. I write the topics. I basically use the same topic for tomorrow night. Oh, he's going to like it. He's going to like it. If he likes those Karen burgers I gave you, Caitlin, he needs to take them over to that shop in Louisville and see if they can get him in there. If the guy wants to talk to me, call me. I'll talk to him. or if you go to any shop there and you want them, you go in and say, hey, you got any Karen Berger? They say no. Well, you really might want to get those in. So guys, again, sponsored GTO Cigars. Those who know smoke GTO. Montgomery, Alabama. The phone number is 334-538-2949. And smoke, and that would be Doc Oscar Rodriguez. Or you can go to Smoke Green 72 Cigar and Pipe at 925 North Courtney Parkway, Merritt Island, Florida. Phone number is 321-483-1422. Either one of them ship to your location. And like I said, if your local shops don't have them in, give them a call. Tell them to order them. But or if you're in Daytona, go to Don Kiki Superstore, run by Karen Berger, and she's fantastic. Very, very nice lady, man. Mike, that's true, but it's hard. I'll tell you guys, this is way outside of my comfort zone. I don't mind talking in front of a bunch of people when I'm teaching a class on something I really know. This is I just like the. One time I was talking to Kerr and I said I want to come up with a name for a show. I have to do it on my own, and I've been going by Bones since how old was I, Caitlin? I met Uncle Howie in high school, so he met Aunt Bonnie. I was 14, 15 years old, and my brother-in-law called me Bones. Because at that time I was 6'2", about 163 pounds. 163 pounds. So he called me Bones. So when we started the show at the other shop with that idiot, we were coming up with names, and the only thing I can really think of is Guido. I was in the Cheyenne, Wyoming. We went somewhere to a football game, and a friend was introducing us, and he couldn't remember my name because I only knew him for like 3 days. And he said, "Oh, this is Guido." So I went by that for a while. But then when I started the show as Guido, my younger sister said, Cindy goes, "Well, why don't you use Bones?" I was like, "Huh. I never thought of that." I said, "Yeah, Howie's been calling me Bones for, I'm going to be 60, so 43 years, almost 44, 45 years. I've been called Bones by him. Calls me every Veterans Day, every Memorial Day for thanks for serving. Love him to death. I wish my sister well. I know yesterday was hard for her. My nephew passed away 3 years ago. I can't imagine. I need to call her tonight. I didn't call her yesterday. But it's all good. But folks, thank you. I will do the wheel again, and I'll have the wheel ready for next week. I'll wait till next week to actually do the wheel live. I'm going to figure out how I can share my page. I can share my screen, I guess, on another page. Let's see. Screen sharing easy with two monitors. Got to have two monitors. Well, I'm going to get another TV and put it up. We're going to get another one for the assholes. A bigger one. I'm going to take my 32-inch back and do that. But I was working with Kevin Shahan from Cigar Prop, who's another sponsor of our Tuesday night show. And we came up with this, and he referred me to Fiverr. My niece tried it. We couldn't get what I was wanting. I paid $25. I kind of told him what I wanted. I said, no bones about it. Then somebody said, well, why don't you put the N over the O and make that red so you got the no bones about it. And highlight the it in PSSITA, which is put some smoke in the air. So, look at that. And then the skull looks good. I want to get a t-shirt made up. I want to get some stickers made up. I just got to sit down and take the time, or maybe I will take a couple of days off next week and do that with Mike, play some golf or whatever. But folks, don't want to keep you on any longer. It's been an hour. I appreciate you coming on. I know I look at the clocks. I'm like, oh, I only a half hour. I got to come up with some more crap for now. But I do like talking. I like talking about just about anything. Anything you guys want to talk about, I mean anything. Politics, anything you talk about in the shop, we'll talk about. And as much cigar stuff as possible. Back to real quick, that Drew Estates event. I'll have more info on that next week if somebody hasn't read about it. They say they're only selling 2,500 tickets. I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to go to that. That's a lot of tickets, man. That's a lot of people. Their old barn smokers only sold 300 tickets, man. No bones about it, head covers. That would be cool. I got to do some research on that, Mike. That'd be pretty freaking cool. But I got to let you guys go. I appreciate it. Put some smoke in the air, folks, and keep it going. Watch Cigar Enthusiast soon from Michelle. I'm not sure about tomorrow, but maybe by next week. Put some more content together. She's down in Florida. She's fairly new to cigars. She's a sister to Leaf. I think she's been smoking about 3 years. But give her a watch. And Ray should be doing his show again soon, too. All right, folks. Thanks. Put some smoke in the air, and we'll see you next week.